So today, lads, we're going to be reacting to the big board, the expansion draft big board, according to The Athletic. These are players that are expected to not be protected. That being said, on this list, absolutely some of these players will be protected. Players that will definitely be protected. One, Carla Late. Carla Late, there is a near 0% chance that Carla Late is not protected. Carla Late is a 2004 born point guard who averaged nearly double-digit points a game in the WNBA last season. She is, by the way, when I say 2004 born, Olivia Miles and Flaw J. Johnson are 2003 born. Lauren Betts is 2003 born. She's a 2004 born point guard. So yeah, duh. Obviously, Carla Late is going to be protected. Chechi will not be protected. That being said, Kayla Thornton might be there. Julie Allemond will be protected. People don't understand how highly the Sparks rate Julie Allemond. Like, the Sparks might fuck about and give Julie Allemond $800K a year. Like, they rate her so highly. In fairness, Julie Allemond is insane. Doesn't score many points, does everything else well. So, other than that, I can see most of these other players. I think Maya Colwell might be protected. Lexi Hell won't be. Liru won't be. Chloe Bibi won't be. Angsler won't be. Kit Laxa won't be. Aaliyah Nye probably will be protected. I have this weird feeling we see like one of Chelsea Gray. We might see Chelsea Gray going. Other interesting players in the expansion draft pool. Jewel Lloyd is going to be there. Jewel Lloyd coming off a poor season, but a 20 point per game the year before. And so, right now, they have their expansion draft big board as Arike and Azare as their two unrestricted free agents. I would very much have, I think it would be a really interesting conversation, Arike versus Jewel Lloyd. I think that's a really interesting conversation. I understand Arike is the younger player. Jewel Lloyd is a 3-time champion. Arike is a better scorer. Jewel Lloyd, in fairness, Jewel Lloyd has actually had a better scoring season than Arike has had. They've both made plenty of all WNBA teams. They've both won All-Star MVPs. I think it's a very interesting choice. Other players that I think we might see on this list. I think Skylar Diggins, Jonquel Jones could be in the expansion pool. Brittany Griner will be here. And again, these are the UFAs. These are the UFAs. They can only take one. So they have predicted in the according to the Athletic, they've predicted Arike and Azare as the UFAs. So realistically, it doesn't matter after that. Afterwards, my big board would have, I think with Late being protected, the rookie contract Kate Martin. I think Kate Martin. I wonder what, obviously this is here. I wonder what ends up, what they're going to do when it comes down to it with, like, who they've predicted. Who they have predicted, for the Valks, because surely they haven't predicted Kayla Thornton. Surely they haven't predicted Kayla Thornton, right? Like, that wouldn't make any sense if they predicted Kayla Thornton. Surely not, right? I'm trying to see if I can find anywhere just even for the list here. Nah, it doesn't seem like it. Does not seem like I can find a any of these, which is annoying. But at the end of the day, it's an interesting one. Leah Rue could be a very interesting pick from the Dallas Wings. I still, for me, would have higher on the list from the Wings. The fact that they can only protect one of Louisa Geisel-Suter, Zaza James, Diamond Miller, and JJ Quinterly. I still think taking JJQ or Louisa Geisel-Suter is a better option than taking Leah Rue. I don't think Chloe Bibby's a high option. Like, definitely the best option from the Fever, but like, I still don't think she's a high option as a reserve free agent. Lexi Held, Kit Laxa. If I was them and Kat Westbeld's not protected, I go Kat Westbeld. I think they probably will take Monica Cole-McCanny. That would be my prediction, is that Monica Cole-McCanny would still be would be taken no matter what. But at the end of the day, if she's not, she's absolutely going to be. She is going to very, very clearly be used as a as a player in that. So I'm trying to think. Okay, so it doesn't. Apparently, I don't know who they've predicted. I'm just looking at this. They have Sarah Ash or Alamond over Sarah Ashley Barker and Sanaya Fagan, who I agree, Alamond is better than those players. That being said, I just don't know what 5 players they picked for the Sparks. Like, obviously Cam Brink, Dearica Hamby, Kelsey Plum, Rakia Jackson. And then surely they take the last member of their starting 5 in Julie Alamond. Like, there's no other player I can think of that wouldn't be protected. But Dorka would be a really good pickup. Like, if Dorka Juhas is really young. Like, she's still, like, I think she's what? She was drafted in 2023. I think she's like 25. Like, Dorka Juhas genuinely could be if I was any of these teams, Dorka would be the first player I would take. Like, you can do whatever you want with UFAs. Genuinely. Once the other team takes a UFA, you can do whatever the hell you want. Like, I actually think I would strongly consider taking Dorka with the first pick in the expansion draft. Why? Because Dorka Juhas this season has looked like one of the best players in EuroLeague. She looked like the best player in World Cup qualifying for Hungary. Was really solid as a second year backup big. Like, not brilliant, but really solid as a second year backup big. Is on a bargain rookie deal. And has another year to go in her rookie contract. Or 2 years to go, I think, in her rookie contract. I think Dorka's probably the top, for me, the top player that will be available. If Carla Late is somehow available on a rookie deal, okay, maybe you take Carla Late over. But yeah, other than that, like, again, these are a lot of role players. I think Enxler's a good pickup if she's around. I think Chloe Bibby will be taken in the draft, shoots the 3 ball, is going to be super cheap with a reserve free agent. And by the way, like, I don't think people realize this. These teams are going to have like millions of cap space. Like, let's just say hypothetically a team drafts all these players, or one UFA and all these players. They got another max contract slot. They have another max contract slot in free agency and a near max. So yeah, they're going to go and bring in another max contract player. These teams might be better than you think. They genuinely might be. I still think everyone's so focused on Enrique that they don't realize, like, Courtney Williams is probably going to be available. Who is better than Enrique? That's a wild statement to make. Who might be better than Enrique? Sorry, lads, tired. Courtney Williams will be available. Then, like, again, Skylar, John Quell. Heck, fuck it. NECA might be available for all we know. But there are probably better players than Alana Smith and Enrique that are going to be available. It's not Alana Smith, Jesus. Azari Stevens. Or Enrique. Alana Smith might be available. But everyone's just putting these two names because people are confident that these two, both of these might be protected. They probably won't be. But both of them might be protected. That being said, I think my prediction is going to be bigger names. I think the UFAs they're going to draft, I think they're going to draft huge names. And like, by huge names, I mean, I think there's going to be 2 all WNBA caliber players, but are the third superstars in their team and want a payday. I stand by that. But if these are the players that are protected, Dorka Juhas should be number 1. If Zaza James is unprotected, I'm trying to think of like players that could be unprotected that are like super good. Zaza James, Dorka, if Carla Late's there, Carla Late. Maybe Like if Julie Allemand's there, you might take her with the second pick. But Julie Allemand won't be there. Chechi's not a bad pickup. Like Kliendakova, all these reserve free agents are really good because you've got the exclusive negotiating rights, but none of them are nearly as good as Dorka. I actually think Dorka could be an all-star on one of these expansion teams. Another player that I think a team should look to pick up is Alyssa Smith. Like we see Leah Nye right here. Like Alyssa Smith is an RFA. People might be wondering, it's like, oh, Alyssa Smith's going to be protected. And I'm like, I think she probably will be. I think she probably will be protected. But I think that there's a world where they protect Leah Nye over in Alyssa Smith because of all the bullshit that's happening with Dejanay and Jackie and Alyssa, this weird, and Deja Kelly, this weird I'm not even going to call it a triangle, the square that's going on with those, and that could be fucking up the team in a way. But yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. That is the video. Obviously the Alyssa Smith shit is all speculation, but I have on my theory for this expansion board, for this mock draft expansion big board, is that there's going to be way bigger names than Azurá Stevens. There's going to be a way better player than Enrique that's taken. Carla Late, Dorka Juhas, and Julie Allemand are not going to be available. If they are, you might take Dorka number 1. But anyway, I'll see you guys.